Welcome to LinesToGo installation videos. Today we will be removing and installing transmission lines on a 2008 Chev 3500 HD with LinesToGo part number TCL-162-SS. While this particular installation is on a 2008 Chev 3500 HD, this set of lines will also work on the following year, make, and models, as shown in your screen now. LinesToGo lines are made using original equipment end forms and fittings that are CNC bent for an easy and precise installation. We have also upgraded to stainless steel braided Teflon hoses for rust protection and to prevent surface fouling. These have an unlimited shelf life and anti-static PTFE liner. This set of LinesToGo lines are made from G2 Galfan coated steel tubing for rust resistance that exceeds OEM standards. Tech tip: disconnect the battery before working on a vehicle to reduce the risk of shorting out the battery on tools or lines. LinesToGo lines are made with a sectional design for easier installation. We also use color-coded unions on our sectioned lines. Just match the colors at the connections. Tools required: 7mm, 10mm, 15mm, and 22mm sockets and ratchet, a pick, flat blade screwdriver, drain pan, jack and jack stands. The level of difficulty for this installation is considered to be easy. Start by disconnecting both batteries using a 10mm socket. Remove the electrical connector located on the mass airflow sensor. Using a flat blade screwdriver, loosen both clamps securing the intake air tube. Remove the intake air tube from the vehicle. Lift up on the intake filter housing to remove it from the vehicle. At the throttle body, use a pick to remove the metal locking ring at the charge air tube and separate it from the connection. Remove the right front wheel using a 22mm socket. Remove the right front wheel well using a 10mm socket to remove the forward bolt, a flat blade screwdriver to remove the plastic push clips, and a 7mm socket to remove the screws at the top and rear of the fender. Remove the right front wheel well from the vehicle. At the front of the right front wheel well, remove the metal locking clip from the bottom of the charge air tube. Separate the bottom of the tube from the intercooler and carefully remove it from the vehicle. The tube and intercooler are both plastic and may be brittle, so be careful not to damage either one. Located at the bottom of the radiator, remove the plastic cover along with the metal locking ring using a pick. Be careful not to lose the metal clip as it will need to be replaced once the line is removed. Remove the transmission cooler line from the quick connect fitting. Repeat these steps for the top fitting on the radiator. At the front of the vehicle, use a flat blade screwdriver to remove all the plastic push clips located in the upper plastic cover and remove it from the vehicle. Using a 10mm socket, remove the 4 bolts that secure the top of the grille. Use a flat blade screwdriver to separate the 6 clips securing the grille in place. Remove the grille from the vehicle. Use a pick to remove the plastic rings along with the metal locking clips from both transmission connections at the auxiliary cooler. Remove both lines from the connections. Remove both lines from the plastic clip located below the auxiliary cooler. At the passenger side of the transmission, remove both plastic rings along with both metal locking clips from the quick connect fittings using a pick. Make sure to save all the metal clips as they will need to be replaced once the lines are removed from the transmission. On the passenger side of the engine, use a 10mm socket to remove the nut securing the plastic bracket that holds both lines in place. Open the plastic bracket using a flat blade screwdriver and remove it from the vehicle. Using a 15mm socket, remove the 5 bolts securing the front lower cover. Remove all 3 transmission cooler lines from the vehicle. Be careful when removing the line that goes to the driver's side of the auxiliary cooler, as it is a tight fit between the front lower cross member and the lower radiator support. To begin the installation of your new LinesToGo transmission lines, start by replacing all of the metal locking clips in the quick connect fittings located at the radiator, the auxiliary cooler, and the transmission. Next, install the line labeled TCL162A into position. This line is a tight fit between the front lower cross member and the radiator support, so be careful as you guide it through. Connect the rear of the LinesToGo transmission line to the top fitting in the transmission and replace the plastic ring. Connect the other end of the LinesToGo transmission cooler line to the driver's side connection on the auxiliary cooler and replace the plastic ring. Next, feed the LinesToGo line labeled TCL162B into position. Connect the rear of the line into the bottom quick connect fitting on the transmission and connect the front of the line into the lower connection at the radiator. Install the plastic bracket onto the lines and secure it using a 10mm socket. Next, feed the LinesToGo transmission cooler line labeled TCL162C into position. Connect the front of the line into the passenger side of the auxiliary cooler and replace the plastic ring. Secure both lines going to the auxiliary cooler into the plastic bracket located below the cooler. Connect the other end of the line to the top quick connect fitting in the radiator. Replace the plastic lower cover and secure it using a 15mm socket. To replace the charge air tube, make sure both metal locking rings are in position. The tube is labeled to show what end goes towards the engine. Install the charge air tube into position. Connect the charge air tube at the throttle body, making sure it is fully seated. Connect the charge air tube at the bottom, being careful as the plastic may be brittle. Replace the right front inner fender and secure it using the plastic push clips along with a 10mm and a 7mm socket to replace the bolts. Replace the right front wheel and torque to spec using a 22mm socket. Next, replace the air filter housing back into position. Push down to secure the locating pins into the rubber bushings. Install the intake tube into position. Secure the two clamps on the intake tube using a flat blade screwdriver. Replace the electrical connector back onto the mass airflow sensor. At the front of the vehicle, replace the grille back into position and secure the 6 metal clips that hold it in place. Using a 10mm socket, replace the 4 bolts at the top of the grille. Install the plastic upper cover into position and secure it by replacing all of the plastic push clips. Reconnect both batteries using a 10mm socket. With the vehicle running on a level surface, check the transmission fluid level and top it up as required. This concludes the installation of transmission cooler lines on a 2008 Chev 3500 HD with LinesToGo part number TCL-162-SS. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or would like to purchase the lines you saw today, please call us at 1-855-781-5992. Email us at info@linestogo.com or check out our website link below. And don't forget to take advantage of our free 2-day shipping. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below, and we will see you on our next video.